doing it. Okay. Welcome to today's live. I'm going to be talking all about why Instagram is one of the best places for warm leads and why warm leads are so important, especially over colder leads, and why they're really important to focus on when building your community. And most importantly, why? Why is Instagram in this whole conversation of it no longer being relevant? Why that isn't true? Shifting our perspective on that. So, I kind of want to talk about my own behaviors as a Gen Z millennial cuss, because I feel like it's really interesting to think about how I personally use Instagram, because I kind of fall within both of those categories. And I actually saw one of my favorite creators talking about this concept of. She's like, are you guys still watching Instagram? Are you still into Instagram? And overarchingly, almost every single person in her community said Instagram is still my favorite place to connect deeper with audiences. And when we think of a platform like YouTube, with TikTok, there's this level of discoverability, right? You can scroll on your TikTok feed, you can see those recommended videos in your YouTube tab, and there's this level of being able to find new content, right? Which is so important. It's so powerful. It's really great for growing your community, getting discovered. But what I noticed from a consumption perspective, and you can definitely chip in if you're tuning in live and let me know if you've experienced this as well, is that even if I discover someone on TikTok, I found them on YouTube and I'm binging all their content, that I always go back to Instagram. I always go to Instagram and I do like a full binge, right? I go to the stories, I go and check out their profile, I check out what links in their bio, I go down their whole entire grid, which is why profile experience is so important, right? And so I think this kind of like answers our question right off the bat of like, is Instagram dying? No, I don't think so. And I want to kind of explain why a little bit more. And I think the reason why this keeps coming up in conversation is that there are so many updates that are coming to Instagram. And while that's normal for social media, like TikTok's getting new updates, YouTube, like all these social media platforms are constantly getting new updates, but for some reason we pick on Instagram, right? Um, and I think that's like the other layer is that this layer of frustration, this like a negative energy that we associate with Instagram is what then we like pass that along to our communities, right? We pass that along to other people and we don't even realize that we are making that kind of why Instagram is feeling that way. You feel me? Do you feel my vibe there? And so I kind of want to talk about like why I think Instagram is the best for warm leads, starting with why I think Instagram is frustrating for a lot of people, which is actually because there are so many amazing surfaces to choose from. And compared to any other social media or content creation platforms, hello. Oh, I got people on YouTube. Hey guys, how's it going? Maya and Carly. So what I think is really interesting is that all these different surfaces is really what makes Instagram so dynamic because no matter what type of content you like to consume, like maybe you really like watching stories, or maybe you really prefer short form video, or you love a carousel, like swiping through a carousel, there is nothing better. Um, People can pick and choose what they want. There's options. And I think a platform like any other platform, they might have a few options. Like you can go live on TikTok, you can do videos on TikTok, but Instagram still is like the most diverse platform, which not only as content creators, it gives us a lot of options on what we can choose to add into our content ecosystem, but it gives our community so many more touch points. And I think the reason why video is such a powerful tool is because it gives a more dynamic version of yourself, but not just video, right? Like consuming my own content as a carousel, as a photo, as a live. Like right now, you're here with me live on my stories. It's a completely different experience with my brand, and it creates a whole entire brand experience on Instagram that I just truly don't think you can get on other platforms. And this is also leaning on this concept of like holistically using the Instagram app. This doesn't mean you have to create an insane amount of content, but it does mean that you have more of an opportunity to serve what your specific ideal follower is looking for. Because depending on who that is and really digging deep onto like how that person consumes content, you can really lean into that and give them a lot of really great options. And then I think like the other side of that is like building on that content. There's like these touch points. And this is where like the other platforms don't do it as much for me in terms of like digging a lot deeper. Is like if I wanted to reply to a story or direct message or leave a comment, I feel like on Instagram, it can, if you do it the right way, it can lead to a more dynamic conversation. I find that if I find a creator I really like on TikTok, like I might look at the comments as like being a part of the content. Like I think it adds extra context, but I never feel like I am like one-on-one connecting with a brand. But there are so many of my favorite brands that I've connected with. I know as a brand, I've connected with people a part of my community. Like we can talk in the DMs, like we can do the voice messages. Like you're right here with me live and we're having conversations. Like Carly, one of our business brand is connection. Absolutely. It's our mission. Absolutely. I think that's our mission in general for businesses and brands is like wanting to give more and build that connection. And I think that's the biggest shift I've seen as consumers, myself included, probably a lot of you, is that we don't just want to see what the offers is, right? We don't just want to consume content. We want to feel like we know the people or person behind that brand a little bit deeper. And that's why I think Instagram is like a really important part of that. And I think to kind of like wrap up my thoughts on this and then maybe open up for some additional thoughts or questions is that what you can do on Instagram is you can create an entire experience for your brand. And what's really great is that when you start to embrace these different types of services, you can really create a true community. And even if you're diversifying your social media, which I think is also that other layer of like, people are like, well, what if I dip my toe in TikTok? Or what if I did this other platform? Like, that's really amazing. Like, that's one of my goals as well. Like, I started my YouTube channel. I have my podcast. I really focus a lot of energy on email. Like, even as an Instagram educator, I understand the importance of omnipresence and being on as many platforms as I can sustain long term. But where are people going to get to know me deeper? Instagram can be that for you because of the stories, because of your profile, because of your grid that they can binge, because of all the different options of content they can binge. So that is my thoughts, my summary on like, is Instagram dying? Is Instagram on the way out? Is it something maybe that's like going out of style? And I don't think it is. And I think if we really dig deep into how we all consume content, there's a reason why you're on Instagram right now. There's a reason you're learning about Instagram. There's a reason you pull up your Instagram app is because there's a more dynamic experience with your brands when you do it right, which means an even deeper opportunity for yourself to connect with people. Yay. Okay. I'm so glad this resonated. I didn't want it to be super long and rambly, but I just wanted to give you that shift of perspective because when you see Instagram rolling out all the updates under the sun and you're feeling frustrated with that and you're wondering why, I can guarantee you it is really for Instagram and ourselves benefits because Instagram wants us spending more time on the app. They want us engaging on the app. And that's what we want our communities to do, right? So I think when we think about it that way, we are more likely to embrace things. And I want to kind of give an example of this is that when it comes to the newest feature, Instagram story likes, it's rolling out. If you don't have it, don't freak out. But essentially, it is fixing a problem of a lot of people are reacting to stories with emojis, and it's cluttering a lot of messages, a lot of the direct message inboxes, mine included. And so Instagram is adding story likes, not to be a complete plane and to like completely get people off track. It's really to give us a better user experience and increase our their engagement. So I think we can have all the thoughts about the metaverse, and if they have our best intentions, but I really do think these updates and features, when we can embrace them, we can use that to really warm up our communities, to nurture them, to serve. And Instagram, whether it's your only platform or you're starting to spread your wings and diversify your platforms, I really do think that Instagram is such a great place to do that. So I see Maya, amazing. Yes, I think that YouTube's a great platform for that, but Instagram absolutely can be for building that community. Yeah, there's a lot of options to pick and play. So I'm really glad this resonated. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'll hang out a little bit before I'll hop off. I don't want this to be too long. But definitely, if this resonated with you, chances are you've probably seen that my new program, the Instagram Confidence Accelerator, is open, but doors close today. It's a 10-week program to really help you grow confidence in all of those unique surfaces on Instagram, how to create that profile experience, like how to really build a community, nurture them, grow them, so you can see results for your brand and your business on Instagram. So if that's interesting for you, we start February 28th. We are 10 days away, and doors do close today. So please do DM me, ask me any of your last minute questions. Would love to welcome you inside. But amazing. Thank you, Maya, the queen of Instagram. I appreciate you. Yes, I'm glad this resonated. I think it's definitely a hot topic, and I'm okay with addressing it. Like, I know we got Instagram haters, but that's okay. I love it still. And I think there's just so many opportunities. And glad that I can kind of like expand your thoughts, get you out of your comfort zone. Amazing. So I think I'm gonna hop off. Which one do I hop off of first? YouTube, Instagram. I think I like did okay. Let me know if this is something I should do more in the future. But I hope you all have an amazing Friday, and I'll see you over on Instagram and YouTube. Bye.